right, so first of all, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who sent congratulations, and the amount of support and overwhelming encouragement and love was so appreciated. And I have several videos that I kind of want to make, about various different things, about what I thought of the hike and what I've learned on the hike, and how I finished the hike, and what I think about through hiking or section hiking, and if I would ever hike again. And there's so many things that I want to cover and talk about, and I certainly want to answer any questions that anybody might have, and maybe even schedule a live, to interact with people, and what I have planned going forward, and what that looks like. And I'm a Wingit, so there's not a whole lot of plans right now. But before I get into that, I kind of wanted to just tell you that I'm not home yet, and it's Wednesday, so I guess that would be the 6th, 7th, the 9th, October 9th, and so I bought a ticket to go home. I was supposed to leave on Tuesday, and then had a plane ticket from Bangor, Maine to Orlando, Florida, and Monday night my plane got canceled, so because of Hurricane Milton. So I'm still kind of displaced, not that I really had any place to go anyway. I've been living out. I gave away all my possessions this last October, and I've been living out in a tent pretty much since then. Gave away all my possessions, moved out to a tent, then made a decision to come out on the trail. So I wasn't quite sure, and I'm still not quite sure what I do from here, but I needed to go home and get my dog and see my grandkids and my children and my daughter and my mom and my family and my friends, and I'm not able to do that right now. So I rented a car in Bangor and Maine, and I drove back to Western New York to my cousin's house in Rochester, New York, and I'm sitting here now, and I'm watching the news, and it's already devastating. And I think the hurricane maybe just made landfall now, but even in my hometown, there's devastating, record-breaking tornadoes, and a lot of destruction, and a lot of flooding, and power outages. So I don't know how long I'm going to be, displaced, I guess. But I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and there's no big hurry to get anywhere. Certainly I'm taking some time to just reflect on everything and relax and rest my body, and so gracious for my cousins to allow me to come here and stay again, and spend some more time with them, and so many people have offered to help me out, or to provide a place for me to stay with them, and I appreciate all that. But for right now, my thoughts and prayers are still with the people that are still picking up pieces from Hurricane Helene, and especially there in Florida now, and getting belted again, and I would watch and see what happens over the next couple days, and I have the means and to get back, and at least physically, and maybe that's the next goal. I don't know. I have some things that I have to take care of because I've been gone for a long time as far as my health and to get looked at. But right now I'm still kind of in limbo, and just trying to appreciate, all the wonderful moments that I had on trail, and the wonderful people that I've met, and the absolute unforgettable experience, but at the same time, you know, hoping that I get some more intuition and that I get moved to kind of see what the next step is for me. So I'm in a wait and see kind of mode, but I don't know if that ever really, changes with me these days. I really trust that I'm always in the right place and I'm always right where I'm supposed to be, and I don't have to have a plan. If you've learned anything from my videos, that I don't have to have a plan and I don't have to figure it out. I just go. And so when they canceled my flight, I had an option of even just hanging out in Bangor, Maine for a few days and just hotel sitting, or I could take action and rent a car and come here and visit some people that I truly care about and that I'm able to laugh with. And it's funny, we went to dinner tonight, and in typical Wingit, clumsy bull in a china shop, caveman fashion, like I reached across to get a cucumber off my cousin's plate, and I knocked the water all over the table, all over the floor, and and I'm like, wow, man, I can't. I am not very gracious in my movements, man. I am not very gentle. So we had a big laugh, and I'm grateful for the experience. I'm sorry that it's over, but it was time, I think, and it's a beautiful dance and choreography, and that it ended the way it ended. And it was foggy and on Mount KATAHDIN, so it makes me want to say that I would love to hike that again. And that's a video I want to make too, on how I relish those sections, the sections that everybody thought was difficult and hard, New Hampshire and the big climbs in Maine, and I don't want to say they came easy to me, but in comparison to the just day-to-day hiking, up pointless up and downs, as some people call them, and I try not to look at them like that, but those came more difficult to me than Mount KATAHDIN and even New Hampshire. They were certainly hard. I don't want to diminish them at all, but I love that. I love that climbing more than I did I had more difficulty in just typical uphill like climb. So but I'll talk about that more, because I really believe like the most difficult things in life are not achieving anything. It is being okay and in the day-to-day grind and the day-to-day trudge, and that certainly came true in my experience, that I found those to be the hardest days, when there wasn't anything to look at and there was nothing really to see in terms of views. And like the Virginia roller coaster was difficult, man, and I found that much harder for me than I did like climbing Mount KATAHDIN, which I felt like a cat on that day, man. Or Mount Madison, which so many people struggled with, a wildcat mountain. Those came relatively easy to me. So, but I'll talk about them more later. Right now, I'm just focusing on the weather and down south, and prayers to the people down there and my family and my friends and everybody in Florida and the path, and still keeping an eye on those recovering in the southeast along the trail, and but I'm really kind of stuck in limbo right now until I can get home without causing a burden on anybody. And So the trail journey kind of continues because I might not be home for a little while. But guess what I did today? I did get my eyebrows waxed. I gotta stop. I haven't decided what to do with the beard or the hair yet. And there's some people back home that want to see me in person. Still looking kind of feral and woodsy. And so I made a promise that I would kind of keep my hair long and my beard. And until I get there, I did trim it up a little bit today and got the eyebrows waxed. So, you know, there's a line, man. There's a line. But I appreciate everybody. Love. I hope everybody's safe out there if you're in the path. So, all right.